so emo. Why?
I know, I like it. That's what I started with. Okay.
I'm like imagining you with that haircut now.
No,
Just
it's
like,
not going to happen.
No. Maybe we'll get him in a wig one day. We'll dress up. I'll dress up as a dark elf.
It's a good idea.
He's like, no.
I could do dwarf.
Yeah.
Maybe for
dwarves are awesome.
Maybe for Santa
Also
Claus.
chat what your favorite race is. Of course, going back in, we're going to show you guys kind of one of the starting areas for one of the some of the things that they're going to notice right off the bat.
Okay, so first zone.
Porra, que a internet tá lixo.
With the play, we kind of combined the starting zone into one and redid the Talking Island Village, all Talking Island for humans. All the other races will also have Elven Village, all the way up here, and then you'll have Dwarven at their own race villages again.
Things that we wanted to talk about was the removal of the vitality. System. So
right, whereas we have vitality system, that's kind of like a fatigue system for XP. We've done away with that completely. We want to keep it simple, let players level up without having to worry that they're out of vitality. The classic server, start killing away.
Them gremlins.
1 second, one setting. Okay. So this is the
Quem tiver na Twitch, pessoal, me diga aí se é só pra mim que tá travando mesmo a live, tá dando essas buferizadas aí.
And of course, while you're doing this, we're just going to talk. We'll go into some obviously things that you guys are seeing right now. But look, we're going to talk about a couple
com zero drop, ou seja, eu tô com a internet boa
class
aqui.
transfer stuff and skill.
Classic server, we're going to be launching so up to 1.5 back when the game first launched.
Olha aí. Putz, grilo. Isso aí é problema da Twitch. É problema da Twitch, pessoal.
Sorry.
I'm like, I'll kill the thing.
So, 14 years ago, 1.5 content. Sorry. Go into the.
He's nervous.
I'm trying to level up my
We're talking about
character.
class transfers.
Oh, right. So, up to second goal. Third class. But like I mentioned before, we're not going to have GOS destruction updates for classic server, so there won't be a fourth class transfer.
And that beautiful, beautiful level up noise. Congratulations, Tony.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that kind of, there's not a lot to talk about on that
Eu
front.
acho que o vídeo dele está gravado e tem alguém jogando lá, não é possível. Olha outra buferizada aí, pessoal.
For crafting,
desculpa, eu acho que é de lá.
we've gone back off now. They introduced,
There can only be one crafter.
before they introduced common craft for all races back in, I think, in Chronicle 3. Done away with that, so it's now back to the original. Still craft through. So yeah, let me see. I need. Not yet. There's no
Twitch,
quest.
né?
That's the beauty.
Cara, eu não sei, cara, eu tenho uma restrição muito grande com a NCSoft NA, cara. Entendeu? Se fosse em outro lugar, tudo bem, mas eu tenho
You can just grind monsters
problema
and level up
particular
that way.
com a NCSoft NA.
Okay. All right.
Não é que eu seja, não é que eu seja um grande hater, eu não sou, sei lá, acho que eu não sou hater, não.
Kind of ties in with quests.
Mas eu particularmente não gosto muito de como a NCSoft faz as
We'll go into more
coisas.
details later, but obviously the thing that we just discussed was that you don't have.
Right. So the mission system is something where you can,
Hit,
after you level up, you get
level
special
level-
rewards for
olha lá,
leveling
level
them.
2
So
ganhou umas
level 2,
poções.
I got some healing
O que ele
potions.
ganhou no level 2 e no
Level 3,
level
more
3?
healing potions.
Escape. Bosta. Ou seja, vai ter muitas coisas para ganhar alguns goodzinhos, né, que a gente chama.
Some bearded.
And while you're leveling, about how you level up and group parties and how that's going to work.
So obviously I can't show how many people I can have in a party right now, but you can now have back to 9 players in a party.
Alex Carlos lá no
we had
YouTube.
simplified it to 7.
7 if you want, though.
You can have 7, but if you want to be really effective,
aqui vai ser na cara e na coragem.
31 classes. So before with the God Instruction update, and now.
Oxe, que Globo News, cara.
We're back to 30 with the classes in your party.
Yeah!
I want to kill some. Speed this up.
Did you see
a
him?
bit.
He tried to put one in.
Like them.
But how can you not like them?
They're
so cute.
There's stuff in nightmares.
Which is like awesome.
There's one.
Any issues or things like that? I know a lot of people have been, talking about.
Ainda é coreano. Se alguém tiver o link aí, vou botar aqui Lineage 2, tá? Deixa eu ver.
Problems that they've, in order to put in a customer service ticket, it's going to be the same route that you would normally, except for instead you're going to drop down and select your classic server. They know where the ticket's coming from. Obviously right now,
right.
But once we're launched, and if you see any problems or anything like that.
Muitos vídeos do
Now
Rafa,
that
Rafa
does
tá
not
mandando
mean
bem no
the
Lineage
best route
2.
for those is going to the forums and letting us know that over there.
Eu assisto muitos vídeos do Rafa também.
So now,
And of course
Não
we've been
conheço ele não, mas tem
gathering.
caça gente boa. Eu acho que a minha história com Lineage já deu o que tinha que dar. Apoia o Rafa aí, pessoal. Quem não tiver, procura os vídeos dele aí na internet aí, dá um apoio pro cara. O cara tem caça gente boa, esse Rafa aqui. Não conheço ele, mas tem caça gente boa. Apesar que ninguém faz isso comigo, mas tudo bem.
Alright, so I think we're going to go into another character.
Eu vou continuar aqui na Twitch mesmo.
Let's talk a little bit about quality of life improvement stuff. Let's move into our next segment, since we've kind of shown you guys what it is, and you guys are going to go through that. Next week we'll actually be playing a little bit, and we'll play with you guys as well.
Porque eu mesmo, caramba, eu acho que a minha história com L2 já deu. São 5 anos. Claro que eu me dediquei aos MMOs numa escala geral, mas eu sempre procurei fazer alguma coisa em prol do... Eu acho que todo mundo sabe que esse jogo ele é importante para mim, ele fez parte de uma etapa... Eita! Ele fez parte de uma etapa na minha vida onde muitas coisas importantes aconteceram, etc. Então esse jogo ele tem uma importância muito grande para mim.
So, if you have a friend who wants to join, but that's what's keeping them from playing, hopefully this will help.
Eu acho que não tem lá. Eu já ia falar isso, Luke Pardi. Eu acho que não tem live no YouTube.
Obviously, the first thing that you're noticing as we hopped in.
Mas é uma bufinizada rápida, vai e volta.
Is the UI. So we've kept the new UI.
Eu vou ver rápido aqui no Facebook.
We've taken the UI from the live service and we put it into the classic server. So we've made it so it's more efficient and more intuitive to navigate. So you'll have you can even look now at your inventories. It's cleaner. You can see you have your equipment, supplies, crafting materials, and other miscellaneous items and quest items.
And you can even see your character from there if you click the little button on the left too.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
You can see what your character looks like. Even though you can do that right here too.
Yeah, true.
Eu acho que lá no Facebook não
está. With that, we also have the kind of ties in with quests. Talking a little bit about
this is something I asked
we'll go into more
for a few
details
years
later,
ago.
but
We added, we launched our new server back in 2015. So the mission system, auto soul shot UI is something relatively new. You no longer have to put your soul shots on your skill hotbar anymore. and you don't have to click on them after you do an attack. Now they're in their own UI,
pessoal, mas eu não vou jogar assim com muito afinco, não, assim,
and if you have slow shots in your inventory,
com sangue nos
it's already
olhos,
there. It
sabe,
already
com
activates.
não sei como é que eu vou jogar, mas eu vou jogar.
You can right click
O
on them,
problema é que
and they're
eu,
off.
sabe, eu,
Very simple
as coisas
easy to
vindas
do.
da NCSoft NA,
Makes it nice and easy. And if you're somebody who's been playing L2 for a while, you've already seen this, so it's nothing new to you. But this is more for a refresher for those of you who are coming back. I saw a lot of people actually chat.
Caramba, acho que
there's so many of you just hanging out waiting.
Eu vou falar negócio aqui, eu acho que eu vou até me arrepender do que eu vou dizer. Mas às vezes eu entendo até o tio Louco, viu? O tio Louco passou os anos dele aí falando de WoW, botando a opinião dele, falando os prós e os contras, o que ele achava legal, botando a galera, botando a comunidade para discutir sobre World of Warcraft. O cara foi, por muitas vezes o cara foi massacrado e a intenção do cara era querer colocar chamar todo mundo pro debate. E olha o que aconteceu. É uma coisa que está acontecendo comigo. Aí eu tava até pensando assim, cara, agora eu entendo o tio Louco com certas coisas relacionadas ao WoW, né? Eu tô passando pelo mesmo, ou seja, as pessoas elas acham que a gente é algum mega foda expert, quando na verdade eu sou um jogador igual a todo mundo, cara. Não tem nada de foda em mim, não. E nem quero, nem nunca quis esse título de ser um porta-voz, como muita gente já falou aí. Eu não, gente, eu não quero essa coisa pra mim, não. Eu sou apenas uma pessoa que amo muito o Lineage 2. Esse jogo tem um grande peso, uma grande importância na minha vida. Por isso eu respeito a história desse jogo aqui. Ele foi muito importante pra mim.
He's been improved quite a bit for the texture. And then we have this new settings
Pereira, vai tomando bem no
menu
seu
where you
cu,
can
passivona é a tua mãe,
actually
viado.
adjust all of the
Como banho
details
pra tu
for
ficar legal.
your graphics. So realistic water effects, you can add HDR shaders, glow effects. So those are new improvements we've made since 14 years ago.
It's been a long time. And obviously we just want you guys to have the best
isso que eu tô falando do
experience,
Rafa,
but still
cara,
get the gameplay of
outros
the old school
youtubers não
nostalgia
fazem, né,
that you can
velho?
go back
E
into areas
se
that,
o cara tem um conteúdo
so
bom,
let's
conteúdo
talk
que
about,
ajuda
I
as
know that we talked a little
pessoas,
bit about the mission
por
system
que não
previously,
falar,
but let's go into more details about it.
eu tô com medo que ele ganhe mais inscritos do que eu, que ele cresça, puta que pariu, tomara que o cara cresça pra caralho. Eu nunca tive esse problema com ninguém.
In addition to that, we
Tem
also
o Shiryu
have
aí, tem o
weekly hunting
Zefel, todos
missions.
têm canal, todos
So
fazem
if you
vídeo,
hunt, let's
todos
say,
fazem,
150 monsters,
pessoal, não
you'll
vou
get
falar
a
sobre o
free
último
XP
agora.
boost scroll.
E sobre o último eu falo em outra oportunidade.
You also get an enchant box
Eu quero
that
que todo
gives
mundo
you
cresça, que todo mundo
enchant
seja
scrolls,
feliz,
or
sei lá.
parts of an enchant scroll that can be used to combine to create a full version
Mas
of
eu
an
vou jogar o
enchant
clássico,
scroll.
eu vou jogar o clássico sim.
And then we have daily hunting missions that
Pessoal, antes que eu me
have you
esqueça,
fish,
eu
or you
só não abri aqui
just complete 2 quests. You get all these buff items.
Eu só não
And
abri
these
aqui
items you can also buy them from the store as well,
só não abri
or
aqui
just
a
earn them through
minha
regular means, like I
webcam, porque eu tô
said,
sem
through
camisa,
the
tá
mission
quente pra
system.
caramba, bicho.
Yeah, so that should hopefully help you along your journey.
Lê, não sei da vida dele não, irmão.
And give you some guidance. Otherwise, I think
Olha aí,
most of
pessoal,
us know
a
we just find
quantidade
an
de
area,
coisas que
plop
você
down
vai
there, find a good
habilitando
spot. Hopefully
conforme
no one
vai
else
subindo
is
de level.
there
Legal,
farming
legal.
and you can, level up.
Interessante, tomara
It's a
que
good
isso
segue.
ajude
We
o
talked a
pessoal.
little bit about how you can get items through gameplay. Let's talk a little bit about the store, because I know that has been a topic that the audience and our
Olha a
community has been talking about
lojinha.
quite a bit. I think there's some concerns there, so let's talk a little bit
So
about
let me
that.
address some of those concerns. So for the classic launch, we're going to have mainly
Olha o VIPzinho
cosmetic
lá.
items and convenience items. That's it, and account services for the L2 store in Classic. So we do have soul shots, they're not tradable. Nothing in the store is tradable. We have buff scrolls, and we have hair accessories. You can even buy a color title. This is one of my favorite items.
Yeah, I see people walking around with their colored titles.
There you go. And then let me just buy some hair accessories. The old gatekeeper hat.
Não, na verdade, ele tá fazendo uma demonstração do clássico lá, mas esse aí já é o servidor já, viu, pessoal? O cara, olha lá, o cara tá com um VIP 4 ativado lá. Olha lá, a lojinha e o VIP 4 ativado lá embaixo, olha lá. É isso aí que a gente não pode se abster, pessoal. Vocês podem comprar seu shot aí com N-Coin, porque é uma coisa que vai faltar muito.
Let's talk a little bit about some other things. So we have the VIP program, which has daily gifting and benefits and things of that sort. So let's go over
the VIP program. Their VIP program is basically like a mileage system,
claro
like
que
an
vale,
airline
cara.
mileage.
Vale que vale, vale sim. Tenta, vai ser free.
Lineage 2.
Right.
Tenta sorte, tenta fazer boas amizades lá, o pessoal te indicando o que fazer, pra você jogar junto com o pessoal, para ir upando junto. Claro que sim. Se você não gostar do clássico, pelo menos você teve a experiência, cara. A experiência é muito importante.
Like you have to have it. It's optional. This game is completely free to play. You can earn most of the items in the game that you can buy from the store.
Se vale a pena, só você pode responder essa pergunta, Ney.
VIP benefits, you
vai ser free to play. Tenta
XP, SP drop, or SP bonus,
você vai ter experiência
item drop rate, XP reduction while dying, world chat. This is something exclusive to VIP, so you can chat and do a world chat to everyone, but it's limited to about 3 if you're at VIP level 4.
Eu não sei que nick que eu vou usar não, mas esse pessoal aí que diz que mata, faz e acontece, são os que são os verdadeiros os zergs, né? Cadê que faz alguma coisa sozinho? Só anda de galera. Fazer alguma coisa sozinho. Esse é o que vive dentro da cidade.
You get a scroll of escape, 3 miniature healing potions, and 3 scroll of resurrection.
Otário.
I saw someone in the chat say PvP damage. No, there's no PvP damage on the VIP system. It's PvE only. Yeah.
Good catch.
Yeah.
Já pode baixar, pessoal. Tá disponível para download
já. And of course, you'll see the little present there for your daily gift. You'll see it pop up, and then that's when you click on the store.
Right.
It's super easy. It'll give you a notification. It's not intrusive either.
No.
Just like a little gift box. You probably saw it before you clicked on it.
Amigos, eu devo ter uma PT fechada.
And then of course, moving on from there, let's talk a little bit about the silver coins, and then we'll move into something else.
Sure. Probably too high level to get the silver coins, but basically at level 3 and 4 for VIP, you can obtain silver coins from hunting. And these silver coins, they drop at a certain rate. So you can use them to buy certain crafting materials in the store, but you need a lot of them. It is not like you can earn like a few. Like you need a lot if you want to buy a certain crafting item. And then we have some really rare cosmetic items that you can buy with the hunting rewards. So
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
não,
just
Paulo
find
Viana, ixi, esquenta a cabeça não.
Get him to make you things.
Esse aí é o tipo de pessoal que vai entrar no jogo para jogar 10 minutos e vai quitar porque não vai aguentar. Ney Game, já dá para baixar o jogo? Dá sim, filho. Pode ir lá no site oficial e baixar.
Okay, sure. So the Chronicle packs, I'm just going to open up, we'll just scroll down. So we have different items you can get with the Chronicle packs. You have an XP SP rune, 30-day in the Chronicle pack. That's something we're not going to have in the L2 store at launch, so it's only exclusive right now to the launch packs. First class transfer buff scrolls, XP boost scrolls, major healing potions, and we have a black gem mask, which we can probably show that.
Okay.
Chronicle Rain, so this is a rain that you can use early on in the game, but later on there will be other rains that will replace this item that won't be as necessary to use it. And of course, a Gathian bracelet. We'll be able to equip a special cosmetic Gathian item.
Mas tenta lá, tenta lá. Vai que de repente o jogo não tá tão difícil assim.
We're definitely going to show those off in game.
Boa tarde, Allen. Cara, é Lost Ark em novembro, né?
This is all on our website.
Eu já tô com conta lá, bora ver se eu vou conseguir participar do Open Beta. Apesar de eu não garantir muito não.
But yeah, this is all on our website over at classic.lineage2.com, so if you're interested in checking out that stuff, you can head on over there.
É, o jogo é velho, né, gente? 2003, etc, etc, mas
so, Black Gem Mask here.
Ainda
equipped our gaffing
MMO
bracelet and
muito
show off
foda.
special Seirama gaffing.
Ainda
She's
é
just a little
MMO
cute.
muito foda, cara.
I don't even know what she is really.
Breno Ricardo,
like
eu tenho um
looks like a
salvete
little
instalado,
cat
sabe me dizer?
with
Faz
its
um
own
update.
gaffing.
Senão o clássico já tá lá dentro embutido, não se preocupa.
Yeah. So we have
Pois é, jogo.
Yeah.
Pois é, jogo. Pois é, o Rodrigo Milan.
Hear that?
O próprio slogan já diz, cara, uma emulação do hardcore. Então não espere por algo fácil.
Very fun.
Nossa,
There's
é muito
also
engraçado, muito engraçado.
firecracker
Vou ficar com um
skill with
pompom pulando na cidade, soltando fogos. Que legal, muito divertido. Porra.
There you go. So you can celebrate classic in style. I want to see
É isso aí, Paulo
a
Diana.
lineup of a bunch
Cara.
of people and doing the cheering together.
Depois deixar pra outra
I
live
want
aí,
to see a
pessoal
bunch of
falando
people
sobre
just doing the
isso.
firecrackers.
Pra galera
just
criar
going crazy
CP,
with
vai
it.
ter muito clã. Eu vou
it's
convidar os
Fourth of
clãs
July.
pra vir pra cá pra live.
Little clips or something
Pra
on
invitar a
Lineage
galera,
on
pra
our
vocês
social media
fazerem
channels, because it would be
um
really
CP
awesome to see
bacana. Eu
Probably
vou
Twitter's
combinar
the best way
direitinho.
to send those.
E já deixa compartilhada essa live aqui. Eu convido todo mundo, vai ser uma live aberta para todo mundo, eu vou ver um Discord, para todo mundo participar. Eu sei que vai entrar muita gente para me xingar, para falar muita besteira. Entendeu? Como eu falo, é por isso que eu tô realmente com vontade de largar de L2, porque tudo quem tem a boa vontade de querer ajudar a todo mundo, a toda uma comunidade, a liderança dos clãs. Mas você sabe que ali dentro vai estar embutido um monte de gente babaca, é foda.
So keep in mind that anything that we're showing here could potentially change. They're not like, there are chances that maybe not everything's going to be exactly the same here, but it should be.
Right.
We'll have patch notes available to you guys as well, so you'll know exactly
Next
what you'll
week.
see.
Next week.
O patch note já vai estar disponível na próxima semana, viu,
level
pessoal?
70
Por favor, leiam o patch note.
We'll have all the zones up until, let's see here.
Então, pessoal, eu tava com vontade de abrir uma live, de chamar uma live aberta para todo mundo poder entrar, conversar, discutir, contar história, uma live sem hora para acabar, mas eu sei que vai ser uma zoeira, vai rolar muito desrespeito, vai rolar muita falta de, sabe, de respeito não só comigo, mas com o próximo também. Uma live para os líderes de clã, eu sou líder do clã tal, a gente, quer invitar a galera, aí porra, sabe? É uma coisa interessante, é uma coisa nova que ninguém nunca fez, porra. Entendeu? Chamar toda a líder, pessoal, vem pra live aqui, vamos conversar, vamos contar a história, vamos se divertir. Fazer uma coisa em prol pra todo mundo se divertir, ser um negócio legal. Mas eu fico preocupado em o negócio se transformar em uma grande putaria, uma grande sacanagem.
She's gonna kill me.
E a galera não entende, a galera acha que eu tô aqui pra ganhar alguma coisa. Ou pra ser alguma coisa, porque eu só quero contribuir. É só isso que eu sempre quis, poder contribuir com algo legal e positivo, mas...
Ants, not spiders.
Well, there's spiders around the surrounding
There's a
area.
few, mostly ants.
Close to her place, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In that zone outside, there is though.
Now we're in Kruma Tower. This is
Meu irmão,
the core raid
Tower vai
boss.
ser
I
local
always
de muita
thought this was a
treta.
pretty funny raid
Todo
boss.
lugar
It's
vai ter
just
treta, velho. Vai ser muito
a
bom.
core.
Vai ser
A
muito
crystal
bom.
ball core.
Hey,
Quem
man.
não teve a experiência, pessoal, aproveita
Yeah.
agora que tá free to play.
So
Entendeu?
that's one of the other
Não vai
epic
poder
raids that
pagar,
we
não vai
have.
pagar
And
nada.
then our final one, and one of my favorites.
E a questão de vocês jogarem com um grupo,
Orphan.
jogarem com uma PT certinha, vai justamente evitar
Better be here.
que vocês gastem demais, ou seja, muito soul shot, muito potion, sabe? Se vocês jogarem em equipe, em grupo,
So I
vai ser de uma grande economia para todo mundo,
I have to
entendeu?
track her down.
Única história, R$2 aí no superchat, muito obrigado, Deus abençoe, querido, valeu.
She's all the way up
We'll be
here.
getting into some of the other things. I know there's a lot of questions in chat asking about specific things, but we'll be showing some of those things.
I can answer some of them quickly. So there will be soul shots for pets.
Eu vou
these
ver, eu vou
spirit
ver.
shots. That will be
Eu vou fazer uma
also
postagem
added
lá no
to the
canal,
other shot UI.
ó, pessoal, na minha página do Facebook, lá do último, olha a Orphan aí.
She's huge.
Yeah, she is.
Primeiro raid boss do Lineage, pessoal.
She's one of the
Orphan.
big bosses in the game.
You have like horrible panning skills.
Muitas histórias dela.
Well-
I thought Jonathan Lean was bad. You're worse.
Oh my goodness. What? She's in a weird location.
I know, but what's she doing?
Okay, I'm gonna leave the zone.
Primeiro
You're making me upset now. Okay.
Now we're going to move into hunting zones and take you down memory lane through those. So first is going to be Alligator Island, which you can access around level 45-ish. It's around that level. There you go.
Ah, pessoal, ok, eu vou falar mais próximo do microfone, eu espero que não estoure muito, viu? Não sei o que tá vendo, já pode ter algum problema do meu microfone, que não tinha disso. Mas tudo bem.
I just wish you could, you know, craft like a alligator shoes, alligator outfit.
Peter, don't come after us.
I don't care. I do not care.
No! Save the Elfies.
No thanks. We're gonna go into Ruins of Despair. It's one of the other early hunting zones.
Ei, olha Ruins of Despair aí, cara.
We're not going to go into all the classes and skills because I know there's some people asking about those.
Vocês conhecem outro jogo que faz a adrenalina de vocês esquentar, velho, de correr? Não tem, velho. Só esse jogo aqui. Puta que pariu.
Yeah. I'll show off a few other ones. Oh, one of my favorite dungeons.
É nem game, sim, cara. É point click, mas é o seguinte, tem como botar o AWSD pra funcionar. Você correr no teclado.
I know it's not really. It's more of a fighter.
Alto pique Adena, não sei. Talvez sim.
Really cool.
Yeah, there's like, and now we have like.
I would live here.
Actually, not here, but before I think. Let me see if I can get a map. Because in the past, like you had to look up and see, oh, where am I? Is there like a map? So someone create like special maps.
Que história. Eu já joguei tantos MMORPG, porém acabo voltando para o meu L2. Não tem jogo melhor que o L2. Muito obrigado pelo superchat, Unique Story. Deus abençoe, filho. Não tem, gente, não tem. Desculpa, cara. Não tem. Não tem.
So many different hunting zones, but I can just tell you, like, we will have some areas on the map that are for level 70 and higher. But those zones are empty, so you can still explore them, but there won't be any mobs there.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that later, about how content's coming when we talk about the future.
Fernando Volpini, cara, eu vou fazer um vídeo para falar do último. Eu tentei, mas não deu, cara. Foram mais fortes do que eu. Eu não quero. Realmente eu tô bem triste, bem chateado por tudo que eu tentei. Claro que a gente não é perfeito, a gente erra, mas é muita gente que trabalhou contra para poder ferrar com todo o trabalho que eu tive no último. Então realmente isso me deixa bem triste. Eu não quero falar sobre isso agora. Eu vou fazer um vídeo sobre isso. Mas se você for lá em ultimaL2.com, tem lá uma explicação que eu acho que vai ficar entendível para todo mundo.
That's what the point of this is, right? It's kind of taking you back to the OG classic.
Júnior Sérgio, se tirar seu pay to win, é aí que tá, cara. Júnior Rocks, puta que pariu, tô tremendo todo aqui também, cara. Também, velho. Puta que merda.
I'll show one more zone off. One of my favorite early hunting zones, and that was
the Dark Arts one.
Yes.
Danilo Gago, dia 3 de outubro, filho, mas você já pode baixar o jogo, viu? Já pode deixar baixado lá.
Sorry, that's just my.
That's what I meant by when we were looking at the.
The one I can turn off the UI too.
Por você, Eric Ribeiro, Massivo, por você vai jogar aquele seu
User entered your channel.
Ai, meu Deus.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, this area is
rapaz, deixa eu mudar de. Enfim.
You know, I'm just gonna turn this super speed.
Rapidamente, pessoal.
As long as you don't.
Channel switched.
Pronto.
Okay.
Killing the skellies.
Então, pessoal que for jogar, cara, aproveitem, maluco. Aproveitem bastante, viu?
Yeah, this area is cool.
Montem seus grupos, montem suas CPs, obedeçam a sua liderança, que é muito importante.
I think we can jump into some systems now.
Yeah, we can hop over to some systems. Hopefully, I mean, obviously, we're not going to show all the places. Yeah, isn't
cara,
this amazing?
Massivo, dá mole não, hein?
Yeah, so
vai só tomar estudo, meu amigo.
Beleza,
velho, beleza. O máximo que vocês vão ver de mim jogando vai ser em vídeo, porque Não sei se abrirei live jogando. Se eu abrir live jogando, eu não vou ter sossego, porque é muito pro mais metido a matão, que nem da cidade vai sair, que fica me ameaçando, cara, entendeu?
Right.
Where there's some people who just are like, this is nonsense.
So back when the game first launched, the fishing system was kind of a manual system, and it was kind of a mess, I think. So what we've done with the fishing system now, it's automated. So you can buy a fishing rod from the store vendor.
You hush your mouth, Major.
Talia Del Depression, meu pai mostrou o L2 pra mim e eu mostrei pro meu filho, melhor jogo. Olha aí, cara, parabéns.
Okay.
Márcio, qual a configuração do seu PC? Pablo Stampini. Tá aqui na descrição da live, pode ser ali que tá lá.
So you can buy your fishing supplies from the vendor, and then we have special rewards if you are fishing. So you now have fish stew. I know this is a question that was brought up. We have fish stew that you can buy with certain types of fish. There are two types of fish.
O Ionic Story.
Blue mackerel
Lembro até hoje do meu primeiro top D. Foi a melhor coisa do mundo. Foi sair de Edion level 45.
You don't have to worry about 30 different kinds of fish.
Quando vai liberar o Classic NA? Muito obrigado pelo superchat mais uma vez, Eunico. Deus abençoe. Dia 3 de outubro vai estar abrindo com 2 servidores. Se não me engano, não sei se é Giran e o outro é Talking Island. Vai ser 2 servidores. Luke Parge 1, parabéns pelo trabalho macio. Rafa Braga fez uma calculadora sobre o valor das tiers VIP e um vídeo explicando os detalhes do clássico. Recomendo, eu vou conferir lá. Obrigado, Luke Parge. Deus abençoe pelo superchat aí.
And you also have some Agathians for 30 days. So I'm going to just go real quick into one of my favorite spots for fishing. And that is Floran Village.
Awesome. And yeah, I heard some people asking when the launch is, and it's going to be October 3rd.
The details for when we'll be going up.
Eu tava olhando pro chat, eu nem vi. Tô vendo aqui agora.
Yet,
lá foi pra um lugar novo pescar, né?
Sometime next week.
Ou isso aí, ou pelos mobs lá do outro lado, isso daí, ela tá onde? Tá ali.
This is my favorite spot.
Na cidadezinha lá dos pecados, como é que é?
It's around Floran Village, and you can also see.
Floran.
Sorry.
You're like jerking the camera everywhere.
I'm just so used to it.
Será que o lag vai continuar? Tô ouvindo do último, bem triste saber que o único servidor verdadeiro não deu certo. É por aí, cara. Joguei anos no Supreme. Também joguei, velho. Claro que eu lembro. Lá do servidor do Shimi, que foi preso pelo FBI. Porra, eu joguei lá do início do servidor até o fechamento daquela porra, velho. Conheço a história de cabo a rabo do... Não, você tá falando do Supreme, né? Eu tô falando do Extreme, mas eu também joguei no Supreme. Supreme, se não me engano, foi C5, se não me engano. E o Extreme parou no C3.
We went back and forth for months internally with the dev team and all members of this project. So we look back at
Sim, o Shimiri foi preso. Você não sabe essa história não, gente? É uma história velha, mas eu acho que todo mundo sabe. Teve um servidor chamado L2 Extreme, onde o administrador Shimi foi preso pelo FBI, porque o cara ganhou tanto dinheiro e o servidor do cara era tão entupido, mais cheio que era um servidor todo bugado. O Extreme era completamente bugado, cheio de parede invisível, e era um servidor mais cheio que o próprio oficial NA na época. Até um dia que o Shimi tirou uma foto. Ele estava deitado numa cama coberto de dólar. Mas era muito dinheiro. Muito dinheiro. Filha da puta. Extreme, a NCSoft NA foi lá, acionou o FBI.
Another decision we recently decided to do away with was the
O cara ficou preso, acho que 5 ou 6 anos. Sebastião, joguei também no Extreme também, macio.
Automate your your macros. Basically, you can right-click on your macro in your hotbar, and it will automate whatever you have.
Eu também tô com chá lá no NA, lá no...
Next
lá
target,
no-
you can loop your attacks.
Não,
So this is
Cronos.
something we wanted to remove for the classic server, especially because we just don't want to. I guess it's not part of the classic server.
All right.
So it's official. No loop macro. There you go.
So, and of course, I know there's a lot of discussion about this going
A
on in chat.
pescaria
If
aí
you
vai
do
ser
have any feedback for us,
automática,
you can always go to the
ou a
forums and
pescaria
leave us
vai ter uma
comments
opção
over
de
there. That's the
pesca...
best place to leave us feedback.
reformulando.
It
Vai
helps us aggregate that
ter-
and being able to present that to the development team. So always just let us know if you have any feedback, and we'll do our best to report that. And you know,
Meu Deus.
that's how you get things altered and whatnot. But
Essa pescaria, será que vai ter vários modos de
that's been a thing that
pescaria?
you guys have been talking about a
Uma,
lot. So
como
hopefully
vocês
that answers your questions
estavam vendo
in
aí,
regards to
ou então
the
outro
macros
tipo de
and the-
pescaria,
Right.
onde você
Moving on,
deixa
we'll talk a little bit
lá
about equipment
automático, vai
and what
dormir
grades
e o teu
are
personagem vai
currently
upando.
available in Classic.
Okay, so right now, I mentioned before it's up to level 70 for the item grades, but sorry, for the level, but for item grades, we'll be up to B grade.
Cara,
won't have A
Rafa
grade.
Moratti,
Because it wasn't part of the
Rapaz,
1.5 content
a
when the game launched.
olha, eu
So
amo a
we're keeping it
composite
that way
até
for
hoje.
classic launch as
Pra
well.
mim, um dos sets mais bonitos que fica
I'll
no
show you the
anão.
grade set.
Na anãzinha e no anão. Pra mim, a coisa mais linda até hoje é a composite. Eu amo a composite.
Where you're, oh yeah,
Oh, that's really pretty.
yeah.
People are wondering if the launch packs count towards VIP.
Yes, so with your launch pack, you will get a special VIP
Tá
skull.
rápida porque o cara tá
and
com
you can use
charge
that
M, então deve ter
get
ativado
up to
ali
level 3
speed mais
VIP.
4,
If you're
por
Chronicle
aí.
pack, if you're buying a Journey pack, you'll get VIP level 2.
Eu não vi, mas... Olha,
And,
pessoal, olha ali, ó,
moving on from
olha,
there,
olha,
let's
olha
talk a little bit about clans and how clans are
o
going
VIP
to
4.
work.
Vocês viram as opções do VIP 4 que
Sure.
tinha
So
lá?
something we brought
Olha
over
aí, ó,
from the
tá
live
passando na tela
service
agora.
was the clan reward system.
Volta um
So
pouquinho,
the
print
clan
isso
reward
daí, viu?
system is something every clan gets when they have enough players. So right now, I'm a level 5 clan. That's the max amount of
167 pessoas assistindo
levels you
nossa live.
have
Pessoal,
when you
muito
start
obrigado
the
aí.
classic server.
Compartilha, deixa
So
o
for
like
level
aí pra dar
5, you
aquela
get up to
força.
40 players, or 40
Eu vou
members
ver,
of the
pessoal,
clan.
eu vou abrir uma
But with
postagem lá,
the clan
lá na
rewards,
página do
Depending on how many players log in,
O
you get a
Massivo no
special buff.
Facebook.
So
E vou
this buff
convidar,
allows
eu vou
you to
convidar
get,
todos. Vai ser uma live aberta onde todo mundo
really
vai poder
long
participar.
XP
Ratório, eu vou
bonus
querer dicas
and
suas, hein?
a PvE bonus.
Vamos todos
something really
pro
nice
mesmo servidor?
for clan members
Eu tô
that we
pensando em
do.
jogar no Talking
And then
Islands.
for hunting,
Unique
depending on how
Story.
many,
Muito obrigado por mais um superchat.
monsters
Deus
you
abençoe.
hunt, you get reward
Eu vou lá,
boxes
eu
that you
vou
can
ver com o
claim.
pessoal
Now,
com
everyone in
qual
the
eu vou
clan
jogar,
can claim
porque
this
vai ser o
box,
mesmo
not
servidor,
just
só vai mudar o
the
nome,
guild,
né?
the clan leader.
Aí tem que ver, mas eu acho que a gente vai,
So,
eu acho que eu
very
vou
nice system, and
pro Talking Islands.
resets every day. So,
Boa tarde,
a
Alisson.
lot of
Bem-vindo aí.
bonuses.
Get all your things and get some cool bonuses and enjoy just playing the game and getting some
Mas
extra
se
bonuses
você
on
vai
top of
fazer
that.
clã,
Now,
não.
If you are used to this, the clan system, there's the ranks in the clan system, and we're not going to be allowing all of the ranks to start with, so let's talk a little bit about
So
that.
for
Olha
the
aí,
clan system, we won't have
o
the clan
Buia
academy
Chaka-
in the game.
Chaka.
That wasn't available at the time when
Buia
the game
Chaka
launched, so
acabou
we're
de postar um
keeping
link
to
aí,
the
pessoal. Olha
same
aí, ó.
sta- like our same
Se for o que eu tô
stance
pensando
on
ali, é
1.5
justamente o que
content, making sure
aconteceu
that
com o
when we
Extreme
launch, it has
e
all
o
that content.
Shimi,
Cool.
que foi preso.
Yeah, so you'll
Mas,
be
Silvio, qual
able
classe
to
você vai
go up to
criar?
rank 5, I believe is
Eu
what
estou
they're allowing,
entre
so you can see
SK,
that this is already, level 5,
Overlord
and then also you'll be able to
e
declare war at level 3,
Sorceress.
so you'll be able to do that.
Declare
So you
war,
can
Maggie.
No, don't attack me. But yeah, you can.
See, you already exist.
How do I exist? Did you make a character named Maggie?
I'm just kidding. There's
Okay.
no clan.
So you can do little clan battles and things of that sort as well. And then of course, we talked a little bit about the bonuses to hunting and logging in, and I guess that kind of covers most of it other than clan raids.
So clan raids, this is something that's brand new that we've added, but it's later on in the game. It's around level 60
Vitor
and
Chaves,
higher. So we
são
won't have
até
it
agora, por enquanto, 2
active at
servidores.
release, but it will be there in the game. So I'm
Mas
gonna
não
show
se
it off
preocupe, os
real
servidores
quickly,
serão nerfados. Nerfados
just
não,
so
serão
players can see So you can go, it's one of my
Qual o
also
nome que está
favorite areas,
unificado? Como é
Monster
que é? Esqueci
Racetrack.
agora.
You
Esqueci o nome.
reduce the speed and go like
I think you
mad.
can
Não é
access
nerfado,
this
é...
around, like 40, 50.
No, you
Esqueci.
anyone
Esqueci
can
o
get to
termo.
this area.
Yeah, but like the level,
Oh,
that's that area, the Dion area.
Right.
It's like level 40, 50.
yeah, there is a direct teleport to
Yeah,
get
the
here
gatekeeper,
from the
I think.
gatekeeper.
Isso, Thiago. Obrigado. Merge.
So we have
Vai ter
this
merge em breve,
new
pessoal. Ou não, né? Não
monster
sei.
Arena.
Eu espero que o pessoal...
You can see- oh, look.
Eu espero que o pessoal... Olha lá.
Leonet's already there. Huh.
Sweet.
Oh, she shouldn't be there. I don't know why she's there.
She's there to battle you.
Yeah. She didn't like that in attacker.
Que isso, já uma arenazinha,
Oh,
né?
you trying to escape me? I'm coming for you now.
So arena's not open, but the system basically is like a survival system where you can have up to 40 members of your clan attack a raid boss in the clan
André
arena.
Macedo, exatamente.
And
Oficial NA, dia
There'll
3
be
de
different
outubro.
waves that
Classic.
you have to go through the timer, and depending
Obrigado,
on how
Do
amigo.
a stream where we bring in a clan and like watch them do
many,
some stuff.
I
That'd be
don't
fun.
know if that's a good idea. I don't know. Can you guys behave on a stream? I don't think
He
so.
doesn't trust you. He has no faith. I believe in you guys. I think you could.
I've been here
I
too
think-
long.
I've been here too long.
So-
It's true. 7 years of L2.
So there's different levels of clan raid buffs and different stages. So you can see you get special bonuses for recovery outside of combat, and you also get boosts to your XP and SP.
Massivo, você...
They're all like, he's right.
Desculpa.
They're like, no, we can't be.
Bumbo Júnior, Massivo, te amo.
know.
Ah, cheio de
They know.
besteira,
Like,
Bumbo.
Yeah, so that's kind of really
Seu
cool.
bobão.
And do you kind of know
Bem-vindo
the
aí,
schedule of
cara.
when people will
Cadê?
get access to
Vai ser pago free.
That's,
Free to
that's a
play,
good
Marco
segue into our
Aurélio.
next
Boa tarde aí.
segment
Canal
about
do
the
Jason.
content updates.
Mas se
I'm
você
sure
indica
everyone
criar
wants to
uma
know what's
conta
going on
nova
with
com...
our
Não,
content
você pode
update
usar.
schedule
Se
and
você já
our
tiver
plans for the
conta,
classic
só
server.
fazer login.
Yes, so the next segment that we're going to be going over
Eu tô
is
usando a
going
minha
to be
conta velha
the
mesmo, onde eu
future
tenho o meu
of
char lá no
Lineage
Chrome.
Classic and how things will be released and all of that stuff. Because I think a lot of
Mas
people
tipo, qual vai ser seu
probably
nick no
have questions
Talking?
regarding that. The first thing is going to be just generally how
Os
often
caras
are we
tão
getting
doidos
game
pra me
updates?
pegar, gente, pelo
So
amor
for
de
game
Deus.
updates, we're doing something very different from
Sei lá
our
que o nome,
current,
eu também não decidi
live
não.
service. For our live service, every
Mas
6 to
vai
8
tomar-
months, we'll get
Vai
a
tomar
game update
peca.
from the dev
Ai,
team.
cara,
And we'll have to localize
você...
it, test
Os
it,
caras
all the
acham
works.
realmente que eu não sei
And
jogar essa
then I think by
porra.
that time, most players are
Puta que
either,
pariu.
you know, they're
Caught
so
up. Yeah.
they're caught up or they're just really bored because they don't have any content.
Hey,
to
Diminui
play.
o som deles e
I'm
deixa
not
o
being
seu
negative
por
here, but I'm
destaque.
talking
you
about
are.
for the current. But
Yeah.
for what we're doing in the future is very
Não,
different.
gente, tem gente
so
que
we're
entende
gonna be
inglês
tailoring
aí,
our
pode estar
game
interessado no
content
que eles estão
updates
falando,
based
né?
on player progression data. So we're looking at, okay, 3/4 of the server is now, you know, level 70. Now we can drop a new update into the game every 2 to 3 months or so. So that's our current plan. Of course, if everyone's still stuck at level 10, that's another.
Well, then we have to address why are people there,
Yes.
right? So on our end, we're always going to. This is something we're doing anyways all the time. Is looking at like where our players are, how many people have made it through content, and
Deixa eu
we're
ler
always
aqui
kind of
os...
watching you. We're watching.
Salve,
But in
nívelzinho.
regards to this one specifically, you're going to kind of
Mas
help
você vai tomar
dictate
pegar.
when we're going to be
Diminui o som do jogo, o
launching
Kaká tá
new content
brincando.
in regards to how many
Right.
people have,
Tá tranquilo,
completed
cara,
it
eu não
and
pego
where you guys
corda com
are
isso
in
não.
regards to that. So
Mas
we're
você
not,
sabe
like,
que o
adding a bunch of
horário
stuff
serve
that's
abre no
overwhelming
dia
for you.
3? Tá aí, boa
And,
pergunta.
as I mentioned before,
não sei
we're on the
não.
1.5
Full
content
Panzer, não
update.
sei.
Many times I mentioned it actually. I don't know why I keep bringing that up.
Felício
But
Stickman.
the actual,
Chique.
Getting
the
in their
actual,
heads.
yes, the actual
Chickman.
version
É
1 is the latest
1.5, é
version for the classic
1.5 de
server.
acordo com o que está no
So
site.
that allows us the ability to drop in
David
updates
Bartoli,
whenever
grande
we
salve
want.
aí, David.
So it's very nice and something we're doing differently to address issues
Tá
with
maluco? Tem
content
coisa do
updates
patch do
coming late.
Antazayas? Eles
So,
podem modificar a
that's our
porra
plan.
toda, né, gente?
So let's get into
Afinal
the
de contas,
specifics
é o NA,
now.
né?
First of all, let's talk a little bit about the PvP activities and when
É o mais
those
importante
will be coming
depois
and how we're going to be releasing that. So that
coreano.
is like castle sieges, fortress sieges, and Olympia.
Okay,
Salve, irmão,
so
mesmo login,
from the start, we're
mesma
not going to
conta pra
have
jogar o
castle
clássico, vai ficar com uma
sieges,
sala,
fortress
uma
sieges,
sala
and
específica. Não
Olympiad
entendi muito
active.
bem, mas tudo bem.
I believe when the game first launched,
Os
like
caras
the first
querem
castle
te-
siege failed, and no one could get a
Os
castle.
caras querem te
If
salgar
memory serves me
mesmo,
correctly,
velho.
but so
Caralho,
we're
pelo
gonna wait
menos
and see,
eu vou ajudar de
go
alguma
back to
forma
player
os caras
progression and
ficar
see if
empolgados
players
a querer
and
matar no
clans are
jogo, mas
getting to
tudo
that
bem.
level. where they can
Alguém,
access the
nossa,
capital
peraí,
siege
que
content.
passou um superchat, eu não
So once
vi.
you guys reach that content, we'll slowly
Peraí,
start
peraí.
releasing that. So you can more
O
PvP.
Classic tem o gráfico do Gordon, exatamente. Agora a dúvida
From
é além
there,
do
we also
gráfico
want to
eles
talk a little bit about
colocarem
clan
novas
halls
skills,
and how clan
raças
halls
e
will work.
itens.
So we won't
Qual o
have
level
permanent
máximo?
clan
Level
halls,
máximo, level 70.
until
Obrigado,
later
te amo,
after
Ratório.
launch.
Obrigado, Unique Story, pelo
But we will
superchat,
have
cara.
some
Deus
provisional
abençoe.
clan halls that will be available, and we're actually going to show
O
you
Classic,
one
o Classic
Right.
ele usa
Current clan
o
halls
gráfico
can access,
do Godness,
like I said, it's
tá? Não vai
we're
ser
gonna
mais
wait
aquela
until,
coisa levinha
probably a
como
few weeks
era
or at least a month before we introduce the current clan halls.
Grácia,
Sorry,
C5, etc.
can't get it.
As
So we're
skills,
gonna go
cara,
provisional
podem
clan
ter
hall.
mudanças.
This is probably the only thing in the game right now that
As skills
has
têm
an
mudança,
actual
sim, do
instance, but it's
original
for
pro
clan halls
clássico.
only, and everyone in your clan can access
You
it.
lied to me, Jason. You said no instances.
No instances for hunting zones and raid
That's
bosses.
true. We were specifically talking about hunting zones.
So this is the large provisional clan hall I
Ooh,
bought.
it's so cool. It's
Yes.
pretty.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you get some. If you die, you do still have the XP loss, and you can de-level. But if you were to die, you can have the option if you're in a clan that has a provisional clan hall to resurrect
Com
back here
certeza,
for
Crowley.
less
Vai ter
XP loss.
expansão, sim.
It's pretty sweet.
Ainda tem a Seven Sins, tem Antares, tem Zaken.
So that's kind of a cool thing that will be available, and we want to make sure that we talk
É,
to you guys
Toy
about how that's
também.
going to work. But we will give you more information as we launch the permanent ones. So stay tuned for that as we move forward with the content. And of course, last but not least, we have events and how those things are going to work.
Isso.
The first one we're just
Tem
going to talk
mudanças,
about
mas
because it's not active.
nada
not-
que
it's
vai
not
tirar o
active.
contexto
So, we're going to have an attendance login event, so every day you log in, you will get rewards.
daquele
If
L2
you log in
mais
for 30
old,
minutes
né?
every day, you'll get a special
Tudo aí
buff item
adaptado,
or
pessoal.
reward item. And we're going to run it for 5 weeks at the Classic server launch. So you'll be able to actually
vai ter
access
buff
it
de
by,
uma hora?
it'll pop up on your screen when you first
Entendi,
open the
tudo bem.
game, but also there's
Como se
now
eu
an attendance
soubesse.
check button in the general menu.
Pois é,
course,
cara,
doesn't
vai
work,
ter
Doesn't work on our
Soul Shot
builder
na
now.
loja.
It
It'll
will
work.
work for you.
It will work, don't worry.
Knock on wood. No, I'm just
Yes.
kidding.
Uma coisa é certa, uma coisa é
But
certa. E
yeah,
o que
so
eu
that
falei
is
na
gonna
live
be like a
passada, eu
simple,
torno a
just little
repetir.
gift for you guys for coming in,
Vai ser
hopping in and
jogo
playing for 30
onde,
minutes
gente,
on the
vocês estão
classic
achando que vocês
server.
vão
So
ter
please
dinheiro
do
na
so.
bag? Não
It'll be
vão.
running for 5 weeks, so even if you aren't able to get in right at the
Apesar que
first week
conforme
there,
a gente vai
it does give you a
upando,
little
como
bit of
apareceu
time
no
to
início lá
access
da
it,
transmissão,
get the full reward.
conforme você vai upando, você vai
And
ganhando
moving on
algumas
from that, we
coisinhas.
will talk a little
Tipo
bit
Potion,
about
que é
the
muito
raid event.
importante.
So we
We're
have
going to show
mem-
the NPCs.
Mas
I don't think we
tipo,
can
eu não
show
sei,
that right now.
eu não sei se
But
nesses
they're gonna be,
desses
we're gonna have
presentes,
5
entre
raid
aspas, né?
bosses that
Vai ter
you
algum
can
set,
fight
alguma
in
arma.
parties
No
or
level
solo
25 você
around certain
ganha
hunting zones, like rooms of
set
despair,
fazendo uma quest.
and
Level
they're gonna be
25.
really big. So after you defeat them, you'll get a
Mas,
special
cara,
buff.
no Classic não
This
tem,
buff
você não vai
gives you
ganhar, eu
10%
acho que não
to
vai
AP
ganhar
attack
nada
and
não.
attack.
De
After that buff
arma
wears
ou de
off,
roupa.
after 10 minutes, you get a special,
Você vai jogar
loot
com o que
box.
você tiver na
And
mão.
then you can get,
Ou seja, se você tiver uma staff, a staff da mais low, ou uma espada, ou uma adaga, seja lá a arma que for, na mais low, não espere que você vai matar um bicho sozinho com facilidade, que você não vai, pessoal. Tá ali, ó, Luke Pard, level 10, ganha armadura. Legal.
I don't know, maybe on the live
Já
service
tira
we'll have
algo
free
do
teleports,
que eu
but
já falei, do
not on the
contexto que eu
classic
falei.
server. Yeah.
It's gotta be hardcore, man.
It's hardcore. There's no auction house or
Mas
auction
entendo,
broker either.
entendo o raciocínio.
Private stores,
Se vocês jogarem com
dwarven,
CP,
workshops, the usual.
vocês vão ter economia de potion, vão ter economia
And,
de
of
soul
course,
shot,
let's
porque vai
talk a
todo mundo
little bit
matar
about
rápido, vai todo
future
mundo
events.
matar
So, you guys know that during the holidays, we
rápido.
usually tend to do lots of different
Então
events
tem
and
que
things
ser
of that
assim,
sort.
vocês
That's
têm
not
que
gonna
upar
stop.
no
We're still
local
gonna
com
do that,
bastante
not
modo
only
um pé
for
do
our
outro.
live servers that we currently have
Pra
right
vocês
now,
saírem
but once our
matando de
classic
um a
servers
um,
launch,
ou então
we'll also be
fazendo
doing
trem.
some really cool things for our classic servers, so you won't miss out on any of the fun festivities. And we'll always keep you guys updated on when that stuff's happening.
Pois
You can
é,
follow
Felício,
us on all of our
eu
social
sei, mas eu
platforms, as
tento
well
não
as
entrar
if you
nesse
just hop over
contexto,
to our
entendeu?
website every once in a while,
Algumas
we'll always
coisas
let
é
you guys
melhor
know
nem
what's going
comentar,
on
ficar
and,
quieto,
what will be
porque
coming along the way. And I think we're going to start using a hashtag specifically for classic so that you guys know when something's classic related or not. If you're one of those people that enjoys the social media stuff.
Pois é, Rodrigo
Website-wise,
Miriam,
you should
mas
always
hoje
know
os jogadores
where
estão
to
acostumados
I
a
see a few
aquele
questions about
colinho,
multi-boxing. So I
Ah, me
addressed this
pega no
before, but we'll have
colo.
up to 3
A mim dá
max
presente.
clients for the classic server. It's the same
É assim
as
que é.
our live server now.
Não tenho o que dizer que,
see.
sabe, não adianta
Catacombs,
alguém
so
ficar
there will
chateado
be,
com uma coisa dessa.
2 catacombs available.
Ai, que ofensivo. Não
for
é.
level
É
65,
fato, porra.
I think 71. No, not 71. Level 65.
Quanto mais facilidade,
see.
melhor.
If there's any other
Ou seja,
questions, you guys got
a
a few
única,
minutes. Come
preste
on,
bem atenção,
headshots
a
I mentioned
única
are there.
emulação,
We talked
a
a little
única
bit about
emulação
that.
que
Questions come up multiple times, but I'm
esse
like, we
clássico
already
vai ter
addressed it.
é a dificuldade no UP.
Yeah.
Porque a dificuldade real que nós tínhamos no C1 em 2004, isso não
No.
pode ser
You
emulado.
can't
I
do
would
that.
assume it would just be
You
like,
can't do that.
Porque não tinha nada para ajudar a gente. Não tinha, tu acha que tinha lojinha com potinho, com soul shot, com arminha? Não tinha. Quer dizer, tinha lá as armas de no grade para comprar.
Well, it's
Mas
gonna be in the
tinha
patch
soul
notes,
shot? Não
so I'll
tinha.
post it.
Tinha a empresa dando presentinho para todo mundo? Não tinha. Tu jogava, meu irmão, tu jogava com o que tu tinha na mão.
Zakin, Biome, they're not going to be in the game for 1.5 content.
Será que vai ter gatinho? Olha, gatinho tem, cara.
Time zones for the servers as well.
Right, so we have,
Infelizmente,
yeah, we
eu
can
sei que
talk
você
about that
fez essa pergunta na brincadeira, mas tem evento onde o NPC do evento é o gatinho. É. Então não adianta.
So much for all of you. This makes it so that our bosses will let's do more streams. So thank you for tuning in, and we hope that you enjoyed this and that
Olha,
join us next week.
os jogadores de
We'll give more
interlude
information
costumam
about
dizer
what
que o
time it will
interlude
be,
é a
but
melhor
probably
crônica,
Friday
o que não é e interlude não é
If you wanna come hang
crônica,
out with us, we're
e
actually
que
gonna
é a
be
crônica
having
mais
the classic.
balanceada.
We'll be playing along with you all and just having
São
really
pessoas que
good
só
time.
viram interlude na
So
frente.
I hope you guys enjoy. We're also going to be doing some fun events
No dia que
with
esse
you
pessoal de
all.
interlude pegar o patch note do Freya e ler,
So I guess we'll wrap things up.
vocês vão ver o que a NC Soft fala do. Vocês vão ver o que a NC Soft fala do. Fala do interlude.
You can go on our website at lineage2.com. As well as this will be up on our YouTube channel. We've actually been streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So thank you for everybody who has been joining us and watching along. We hope that you have been enjoying
Porra,
our
que live
stream.
boom, né, irmão?
And that'll be over at Lineage2 US on YouTube if you want to subscribe to that and relive the moments. Go back and check something that we talked about if you have questions or anything like that. Because I know we're going through things fast, and you all are asking questions about stuff that we already covered earlier. But we hope that we covered a majority of the things that you guys are curious about. And of course, last but not least, if you're watching here on Twitch, give us a follow here at Lineage2 US. We will be doing some more streams.
Yes.
And we hope that you enjoyed it. Don't worry about following me, but if you want to, I'm Margaret Crone, and it's super easy to find me. I am the online video and media content manager for all of NCSoft games. And of course, this is the man that you actually care about.
Juji, yes. You can contact me on the forums as well if you have any
Poder usar
questions.
bot? Provavelmente
And I
sim,
think
cara.
that's it.
Yeah, don't.
I'm gonna throw
No,
this.
why he keeps trying to murder them. All right, see you guys. I'm gonna go save them all.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. No. Oh no.
Não tem como voltar aqui. Deixa eu tentar botar alguma coisa na tela aqui, pessoal. Será que é? Thanks for joining us. Dá um aê, filha da puta. Porra, dá um aê, irmão. Tá que pariu. Dá uma CLP aí, viado. Bom, pessoal, é isso. Conforme for mais tarde eu abro outra live, eu vou deixar o convite aqui. Eu vou pensar realmente sobre o assunto de eu fazer uma live onde todo mundo possa conversar e interagir. E vou convidar a liderança dos clãs, as CPs ou a galera que tá a fim de montar CP, sabe? E a galera que vai, interage, conversa. E já invita, falou, tá, você quer participar da minha CP? Vem, manda seu e-mail aqui, entendeu? Uma forma da galera já ir se interagindo aí, conversando, entendeu? Da gente conversando, já interagindo, o pessoal já se conhecer, a fim de quê? a ajudar os clãs, ajudar as CPs a trazerem jogadores que queiram realmente jogar o Classic. Mas uma coisa eu deixo claro aqui para vocês. O Classic vai ser aquele jogo que não vai ser para todo mundo, viu, gente? Muita gente pode estar falando que vai fazer isso, ou que vai fazer aquilo, que vai fazer e acontecer. Que vai fazer e acontecer. Vai jogar uma hora e vai ver que o negócio é pesado, que o negócio é difícil. Mas você precisa entender uma coisa, que o jogo é feito para ser difícil. O jogo é feito para ser hardcore. Se você precisar de determinadas coisas, de determinadas coisas, você vai ter que comprar. Dá para dar play aqui?
I guess more preferred by regular players. This is
Deixa
for
rolando aqui,
people who
pessoal.
are just not used to point to click.
Entendeu? Vai ser, já está confirmado que vai ser 3x no NA, porque lá no servidor russo, que abriu no dia 29 de julho, é 3x o Classic lá, no russo. Agora, aqui o NA, 3x, até onde me consta, os servidores dela sempre foram um X. Então vai ser um jogo muito pesado, vai ser um jogo muito difícil. Vai ser aquele jogo onde aquele cara que diz que vai fazer e acontecer, quando ele foi bater num Keltir, numa raposinha, e ele vê que ele tá tomando porrada pra cacete, não tá dando dano nenhum. Falei, ele vai falar, que porra é essa? Vou sair fora daqui. Porque você vai gastar seu shot para matar. Você vai gastar muito potion para poder ficar se recuperando de um bichinho que em outros servidores, só de você olhar para ele já morre. Aqui não, aqui você morre. Como eu disse, você não vai ter arma boa, você não vai ter equipe bom, etc, etc. Não fui eu que falei que era 3x não, irmão.
Back in 2015. So the Soul Shot, Auto Soul Shot UI is something relatively new. You no longer have to put your Soul Shots on.
Entendeu? Mas até onde me consta, o servidor oficial NA, tudo que eles botam lá é um X, acabou.
Now they're in their own UI, and then all it takes is just to equip the weapon, and if you have Soul Shots in your inventory.
Agora, Junior Rocks, eu vou te falar uma coisa. Sair para pegar os books é uma das coisas mais fodas que tem no Lineage 2. Por exemplo, eu adoro ter que ir para Enchanted Valley, matar mob para catar os meus books. Ou então sair com a galera. Galera, vamos catar os books aqui da galera aqui. Me ajuda a pegar meus books. Porra, cara, quem é que lembra dessa época? Pelo amor de Deus. Porra, treta Enchanted, caralho, foda, velho. Só entendo uma coisa, até você chegar, tem que ir para Enchanted Valley, eu tenho que ir para tal lugar pegar meus books. Você vai ter que upar muito, você vai ter que sofrer muito. Vai ser um caminho bem penoso, não vai ser algo tão fácil. Por isso que eu digo a vocês, quanto mais vocês jogarem com as suas CPs, com os seus clãs, vai ser algo mais fácil. Mr. Danilo, pode sim, já pode ir lá no site oficial e baixar seu cliente. Já pode baixar. Você não se assuste porque vai baixar o Salvation. O Classic está embutido dentro do Salvation, viu, pessoal? Pois é, o nívelzinho tá level 95. Pois é, se prepare para andar de um lado para o outro a pé.
Right, you can still see some of the textures here, like look at this. This is a bear. So this is one of the older textures from when the game launched.
Eu adorava ter que sair para pegar meus books, ajudar a galera a pegar do meu clã, pegar o book, era divertido. Sempre tinha PVP, tinha PK, era divertido pra caralho sair para pegar book. Eu confesso, eu nunca gostei eu nunca gostei de aprender as skills automáticas. Isso tirou uma coisa assim destrutiva do L2.
HDR, shaders, glow effects. Those are new improvements we've made since 14 years ago.
It's been a long time. And obviously we just want you guys to have the best experience, but still get the gameplay of that old school nostalgia that you've had.
O Milp, lá, o bom desse jogo é que a gente arruma muitos amigos. Milp, tenha cuidado, porque hoje são outros tempos. Hoje, o pessoal não perde uma oportunidade de roubar você. Ah, meu amigo, porra, não sei o que, porra, tá, que cara legal, não sei o que. Poxa, logo a minha conta aí, quando tu volta, amigo, já tá todo rapado. O cara já vazou, já levou a conta de vários. É o que tem de comum. E brasileiro, infelizmente, podem até ficar com raiva aí. Mas brasileiro é um expert em roubar conta alheia. Entendeu? Brasileiro ajuda, ele ajuda. Mas é um povo oportunista. É um povo que se tu demole, ele vai te roubar. Entendeu? Eu acho que os brasileiros tinham que se voltar aos gringos, não o brasileiro querer brigar com o brasileiro. É uma das coisas mais ridículas que eu já vi. Mas tudo bem, o pessoal tem resposta pra tudo, né? Ah, tá no jogo é pra morrer. Tá no jogo é pra matar. O pessoal tem resposta pra tudo, então. Porque, meu irmão, o pessoal, a gente não consegue. A gente não consegue parar pra pensar que não vai ter só gente, não vai ter só brasileiro lá não. Vocês esqueceram, gente? Não vai ter só gente não. Menos os russos e os europeus, viu? Que não vão poder jogar. Olha, eu não vou estar montando CP, viu, pessoal? Nem muito menos clã. Posso até entrar no futuro aí, num clã bacana aí. Pois é, gente. Vai ter argentino, vai ter americano, vai ter gente de tudo quanto é canto. Ah, e detalhe. Os russos e os europeus ligam um VPNzinho e vêm jogar pra cá. Vocês estão brincando, é? A treta vai ser pesada. A treta vai ser pesada. Mas brasileiro, o que o brasileiro quer? Brigar com outros brasileiros. É inacreditável. Não vai ter só a gente lá não, porra. Não, pessoal, tem VPN aí que eles não dão lag, viu? Tem um VPN aí chamado Mudfish. Ele troca a região sem mexer na latência.
Let's go over the VIP program. The VIP program is basically like a mileage system, like an airline mileage. Welcome aboard to the USS Lineage 2. Right, airlines. So we have 4 different tiers for the VIP program. Each tier is based on how much you've spent. So it's kind of like a thank you, but it's
então eu vou ver, pessoal, eu vou parar a live já. 175 pessoas assistindo a nossa live aí, muito obrigado. E é uma coisa que eu não sei se vou fazer, mas como é o seguinte, eu tava pensando em abrir uma live, convidar a galera, é uma live aberta, a gente vê um Discord aí, um Discord, entendeu? Eu entro, todo mundo entra pra conversar, pra fazer bagunça, bagunça sadia, entendeu? Bagunça sadia. E, sabe, é uma chance dos líderes de clã. Pessoal, sou líder do clã tal, nós somos assim, temos tantas pessoas já inscritas pro clã, nós vamos jogar assim, assado. Quem quiser se juntar com a gente, olha, o endereço tá aqui, entendeu? Ou seja, sabe, pra englobar todo mundo. União Story brasileiro é muito individual, essa é a hora de se unir. Eu já estou montando minha CP boa, sei que vai ser hardcore. Obrigado pelo superchat, União Story, muito obrigado. Grande salve pra galera de Pernambuco lá, Deus abençoe a todos. Entendeu? Então eu vou ver, pessoal, se eu faço isso amanhã. Eu vou fazer uma postagem, daqui a pouco eu vou fazer uma postagem lá na página do Massivo, lá no Facebook. Aí os líderes de clãs que quiserem, tipo, pode me chamar, se tiver um TS ou Discord, melhor um Discord, porque a gente faz um negócio mais público. Apesar, pessoal, apesar que muita gente vai entrar lá para me xingar, muita gente vai entrar lá para me ofender, sabe? Para falar uma porrada de besteira. Então é aquela história que às vezes eu fico pensando em fazer algo para ajudar todo mundo, para fazer um negócio bacana para todo mundo. Mas eu sei que pessoas vão se aproveitar para querer se aparecer em cima de mim. Não que isso seja, eu estou chorando, eu não aguento. A questão não é essa. A questão que eu estou querendo fazer uma coisa a nível de ajudar todo mundo. CP chip é constante parte. É aquela CP que onde tem aquela galera certinha que sempre joga junta. Então CP é constante parte. Cria uma ali bom que serve de saco de pancada para Aegis. O que é a Aegis? O que é a Aegis? Nós vamos virar saco de pancada. Eu mato pra cara.
30-day in the Chronicle pack. That's something we're not going to have in the L2 store at launch, so it's only exclusive right now to the launch packs. First class transfer buff scrolls, XP boost scrolls, major healing potions, and we have a black gem mask, which we can probably show that.
Bom, pessoal, depois eu volto aí.
Rain that you can use early on in the game, but later on there will be other rains that will replace this item that won't be as necessary to use it. And of course, a Gathian bracelet will be able to equip a special cosmetic item, and then cheer pom-poms.
Yeah, we're definitely going to show those off in game. So the cheer pom-poms are right there. So this is all on our website. We can hop back over to Jason's screen, and he's going to show you all those things. They're super cute, like the pom-poms are really adorable. But yeah, this is all on our website over at classic.lineage2.com, so if you're interested in checking out that stuff, you can head on over there. I would say to put it in chat, but I think we're just going to spam and you're not going to get to it.
So black gem mask here. We're going to equip our Gathian bracelet and show off a special Seirama Gathian. She's just a little cute.
She's so cute.
I don't even know what she is really.
She's adorable.
Like, looks like a little cat with its own Agathian.
Kind of reminds me of like an LP, but like not. It's weird.
So we have
it's a huge hammer too.
Yeah. Band hammer.
The band hammer.
Hear that? It's the band hammer.
And of course, showing off the pom-poms and
oh, gotta show off the pom-poms.
Yeah.
Very fun. And there's also firecracker skill with it.
There you go. So you can celebrate classic in style. I want to see a lineup of a bunch of people and doing the cheering together.
Oh,
like a little music video.
I want to see a bunch of people just doing the firecrackers, just going crazy with it, like it's 4th of July. So you have to send us videos. You can send or little clips or something on Lineage 2 on our social media channels, because it would be really awesome to see that. Probably Twitter is the best way to send those over. But I think that kind of covers everything regarding all of our quality of life improvements and current game stuff that is going to be moved over to the classic server. Let's talk about the stuff that people want to see. Obviously, we're going to move into content, and then we'll get into some of the system stuff. So first, content. Let's talk a little bit about up to what level content people are going to be able to So
access.
let me raise her level. Do some cheat commands.
Voltei. Grand Jerry.
Also, something to note is that we are on a server, or we're on a build that's not launched yet. So keep in mind that anything that we're showing here could potentially change. They're not like, there are chances that maybe not everything's going to be exactly the same here, but it should be.
Right.
We'll have patch notes available to you guys.
Parece que não vai ser pay to win, deu show.
Next week.
Bom, pessoal, mais tarde, lá na página do Massivo, lá no Facebook, eu tô fazendo uma postagem lá, convidando todos os clãs, viu?
We'll have all the zones up until, let's see here, War-Torn Plains. So,
então, pessoal, é o seguinte, eu vou me ausentar e vou deixar essa live rolando aqui, viu, para quem não viu. Boa tarde para todo mundo aí, pessoal, fica com Deus, valeu? Dando todos os chat está aberto para todo mundo poder conversar e etc.
go show
war-torn
them
place.
those.
Let me put on hide first so I don't get instant killed.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So-
And then we're also going to hop in and show you guys some of the areas that are super nostalgic. Some of them you can access in the live game, but they're going to look different on a classic. Or some of them you can't even access on live, and you'll be able to see them in classic again, which will be exciting.
Right, so here is Queen Ant. She's one of the earlier epic raid bosses around level 40. I'm not going to attack her because she's
Why
going
not?
she's
Come
going to kill me. Well, at this point I might get a raid curse, so we'll see. Then we're going to go, she's in Ant Nest, as you all remember, in the Wasteland. We're going to hop over to Core.
Farming all the spiders around that area.
Ants, not spiders.
Well, there's spiders around the surrounding
There's a
area.
few, mostly ants.
Close to her place, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In that zone outside, there is though.
And now we're in Kruma Tower. This is the core raid boss. I always thought this was a pretty funny raid boss. It's just a core, a crystal ball core.
Hey man, those inanimate objects,
Yeah.
they scary.
So that's one of the other epic raids that we have. And then our final one, and one of my favorites, Orphan.
Taking you down memory lane.
She better be here.
I want to see some like stories from people on the forums about
Hold on.
like, their experiences back in the day.
She likes to walk around, so I have
Wouldn't
to.
you if you lived out there?
I have to track her down.
All right, track her down.
Where are you, Orphan? Oh, she's all the way up here.
We'll be getting into some of the other things. I know there's a lot of questions in chat asking about specific things, but we'll be showing some of those things.
I can answer some of them quickly. So there will be soul shots for pets, beast spirit shots. That will be also added to the auto shot UI as well. Here's Orphan.
There. Oh my gosh.
She's huge.
Yeah, she is.
You hear her footsteps. She's one of the bigger raid bosses in the game.
You have like horrible panning skills.
Well,
I thought Jonathan Lean was bad. You're worse.
Oh my goodness. Well, she's in a weird location.
I know, but what's she doing?
Okay, I'm gonna leave the zone. You're making me upset now. Okay.
Now we're going to move into hunting zones and take you down memory lane through those. So first is going to be Alligator
Disconnected.
Island, which you can access around level 45-ish. It's around that level. There you
Yeah.
go.
Alligator Island.
I remember farming skins here and being like, how come these am I mutilating these alligators so much that they're not dropping me skins?
I just wish you could, craft like a alligator
Oh, look at it.
shoes, alligator outfit.
PETA,
Yeah.
don't come after us.
I don't care. I do not care.
No! Save the Elfies.
No thanks. We're gonna go into Ruins of Despair. It's one of the other early hunting zones around level 20 and 25.
We're not going to go into all the classes and skills because I know there's some people asking about those. We did kind of talk about that a little bit earlier on, but it would just be a very, very long stream if we went over every class and all their skills. But go ahead and continue showing off the area.
Yeah, I'll show off a few other ones. Oh, one of
also
my
have-
favorite dungeons, Forgotten Temple. So this is something that we're bringing back.
Skipping ahead.
Am I?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay. You got excited. I'm cool with
Yeah,
it.
I love Forgotten Temple. I know it's not really, it's more of a fighter hunting ground. So I'm gonna go here. Always
It
love
is
this.
really cool.
Yeah, there's like, and now we have
I
like,
would live here.
actually not here, but before I think, let me see if I can get a map. Because in the past, like you had to look up and see, oh, where am I? Is there like a map? So someone create like special maps.
Now there's maps.
Not here.
Not in this one.
Not
but
here. I think
in some of the dungeons.
some of
there are,
them.
Yeah.
Kruma Tower for sure. So we're gonna go Kruma Tower. We were just there, but I like Kruma Tower. So they're asking what main areas will not be available. That's a tough question because there are so many different hunting zones, but I can just tell you like we will have some areas on the map that are for level 70 and higher. But those zones are empty, so you can still explore them, but there won't be any mobs there.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that later about how content's coming when we talk about the future. But let's talk about what's in the game and what people can expect to see.
Go through Crewman Tower.
I guess, are there going to be any places that, I guess maybe the question here is, are there going to be any places in Classic that is not accessible on the live servers currently?
So I already showed Forgotten Temple. Crewman Tower is on the live server, but EG, or Execution Grounds, that was revamped in the live server as Guillotine Fortress. Now it's back to the old Execution Grounds.
Okay. That's kind of what you guys are looking for, right?
Yeah. They want to see the old stuff. They don't want to see the new stuff.
Which is perfectly fine. I think that's what the point of this is, right? It's kind of taking you back to the OG classic gameplay that you guys loved, the areas that you farmed for hours and hours and had a good time.
Right.
Yeah, thank you for the question.
I'll show one more zone off. One of my favorite early hunting zones, and that was
the Dark Arts one.
Yes,
yeah.
School of Dark Arts. So.
Yeah, he does zoom in really close.
Sorry, that's just
what
my.
I meant. That's what I meant by when we were looking at the mobs.
If you want, I can turn off the UI too.
No, but you were like zoomed up on her feet, and I was like, we can't even see her.
Okay.
Yeah, this area is really cool.
You know, I'm just going to turn this super speed.
As long as you don't fan the camera too far.
No. Okay.
Killing the skellies.
Yes, we got skeletons and orcs.
Yeah, this area is cool.
Yeah, finally have a map too of it in the game.
That's awesome.
I think we can jump into some systems now.
Yeah, we can hop over to some systems. Hopefully, I mean, obviously we're not going to show all the places. Yeah, isn't this place amazing, Twiggy? Yeah, so obviously we're not going to show all the places because it would take us forever, but hopefully this gives you guys like kind of a good teaser and will entice you to come back and check out all the content. There's going to be more, so we'll talk a little bit about that in the future. But let's move on over to our systems. The first system that we're going to talk about is probably going to be the one that's going to take a little bit longer than the other ones, is going to be the fishing system. So let's go fishing.
All right.
I am one of those weirdos who enjoys fishing in games, because like sometimes you just want to chill.
Right.
Where there's some people who just are like, this is nonsense.
So back when the game first launched, the fishing system was kind of a manual system, and it was kind of a mess, I think. So what we've done with the fishing system now, it's automated. So you can buy a fishing rod from the store vendor.
You hush your mouth, Major. He's saying no one cares about fishing. I care about fishing.
People that haven't played the game in years care about fishing. Okay. I'm gonna buy some bait. Let's buy more. I have enough money. So you can buy your fishing supplies from the vendor, and then we have special rewards if you are fishing. So you now have fish stew. I know this is a question that was brought up, but we have fish stew that you can buy with certain types of fish. There are two types of fish, blue mackerel and fresh mackerel.
Mackerel's like real salty.
Yeah.
Like,
so
that's some salty stew.
You don't have to worry about 30 different kinds of fish filling up your inventory when you fish now. So we have the fish stew. These are special buff items that you can purchase with the fish that you get from fishing. And there are also your fishing skills. You can expand your inventory, warehouse, and your trade slots for private stores. And then, of course, we also added some special reward items for fishing. So some scrolls for skills that you can use on NPCs or players. And you also have some Agathians for 30 days. So I'm gonna just go real quick into one of my favorite spots for fishing. And that is Floran Village.
Awesome. And yeah, I heard some people asking when the launch is, and it's going to be October 3rd.
The details for when we'll be going up live are not set yet, but we'll let you know sometime next week.
Yeah, in regards to the exact time, because I know there's some people who are asking about that. But that gives you a good idea of like date-wise.
So this is my favorite spot for fishing in the game. It's around Floran Village, and you can also
Slow
see...
pans.
Sorry.
You're like jerking the camera everywhere.
I'm just so used to it. So you can see Dion Castle in the distance.
It is a pretty area.
Yeah. Let's do some more fishing here. You can turn off the UI for a bit.
Yeah.
Now this area is close to Floran Village, where all of the PKers and perma-reds are located.
Which is a perfect segue to our conversation next up, which I think we've seen a lot of people talking about this in chat and of course on the forums and stuff like that, but we will be discussing it more internally. But obviously right now the main thing people have been asking about is item drops in PvP. So while we're fishing, we can discuss this very not calm conversation.
Yeah. So this was a decision that was, it wasn't you know, it was a very serious decision at the time. We went back and forth for months internally with the dev team and all members of this project. So we looked back at old reports, player threads, community reports on item drop on death. And we just decided that, you know, it's a mechanic that rewards people to grief and train mobs on other players. So we decided that it's not a system we want to have for the classic server. We'd rather have people PvP in open world and not just training mobs on everyone to get their gear. So that, I know it's, you know, it was launched when the game first came out, but it was also patched out a few updates later.
Okay. So that gives you guys your answer. I know some of you are like, no, I want to be able to do that, but that's the decision. So hopefully most of you, it seems like there's a good portion of you also that appreciate that. So, you know, it's definitely a topic that has been pretty big.
Right.
And it hasn't been something that we just like made the decision lightly. There's been a lot of discussion around that and making the right decision for people and making sure that people have the best experience possible.
Another decision we recently decided to do away with was the infinite macro loop. So that will be removed from the game. Right now in the live service, you can use a macro to automate your macros. Basically, you can right-click on your macro in your hotbar, and it will automate whatever you have in your macro. So you can loop next target, you can loop your attacks. So this is something we wanted to remove for the classic server, especially because we just don't want to. I guess it's not part of the classic server.
All right.
So it's official. No loop macro. There you go.
So, and of course, I know there's a lot of discussion about this going on in chat. If you do have any feedback for us, you can always go to the forums and leave us comments over there. That's the best place to leave us feedback. It helps us aggregate that and being able to present that to the development team. So always just let us know if you have any feedback, and we'll do our best to report that. And you know, that's how you get things altered and whatnot. But yeah, I know that that's been a thing that you guys have been talking about a lot. So hopefully that answers your questions in regards to the macros and the PvP stuff. Moving on, we'll talk a little bit about equipment and what grades are currently available in Classic.
Okay, so right now, I mentioned before, it's up to level 70 for the item grades, but, sorry, for the level, but for item grades, we'll be up to B grade. So we won't have A grade, because it wasn't part of the 1.5 content when the game launched. So we're keeping it that way for our Classic launch as well.
Perfect.
I'm going to show off a B grade set, Abaddon robe. Let me see if I have all the parts. Where are your, oh yeah.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Yeah.
People are wondering if the launch packs count towards VIP.
Yes, so with your launch pack, you will get a special VIP scroll, and you can use that to get up to level 3 VIP. If you're a Chronicle pack, if you're buying a Journey pack, you'll get VIP level 2.
And moving on from there, let's talk a little bit about clans and how clans are going to work in the
Sure. So something we brought over from the live service was the clan reward system. So the clan reward system is something every clan gets when they have enough players. So right now, I'm a level 5 clan. That's That's the max amount of levels you have when you restart for a classic server. So for level 5, you get up to 40 players or 40 members in your clan. But with the clan rewards, depending on how many players log in, you get a special buff. So this buff allows you to get like a really long XP bonus and a PvE bonus. So it's something really nice for clan members that we're doing.
Yeah.
And then for hunting, depending on how many monsters you hunt, you get reward boxes that you can claim. Now everyone in the clan can claim this box. It's not just the guild, the clan leader. So it's a very nice system, and it resets every day. So
Yeah.
a lot of bonuses.
Get all your things and get some cool bonuses and enjoy just playing the game and getting some extra bonuses on top of that. Now, if you are used to this, the clan system, there's the ranks in the clan system, and we're not going to be allowing all of the ranks to start with, so let's talk a little bit about
So
that.
for the clan system, we won't have the clan academy in the game. That wasn't available at the time when the game launched, so we're keeping to the same, our same stance on the 1.5 content and making sure that when we launch, it has all of that content.
Cool. Yeah, so you'll be able to go up to rank 5, I believe is what
Right.
we're going to be allowing. So you can see that his is already level 5. And then also you'll be able to declare war at level 3. So you'll be able to do that.
I'm gonna declare
So you
war on
can
Maggie.
No, don't attack me. But yeah, you can.
See, you already exist.
How do I exist? Did you make a character named Maggie?
I'm just kidding. There's
Okay.
no clan.
So you can do little clan battles and things of that sort as well. And then of course, we talked a little bit about the bonuses to hunting and logging in, and I guess that kind of covers most of it other than clan raids.
So clan raids, this is something that's brand new that we've added, but it's later on in the game. It's around level 60 and higher. So we won't have it active at release, but it will be there in the game. So I'm going to show it off real quickly, just so players can see. So you can go, this is one of my also favorite areas, Monster Racetrack. Let me just reduce the speed and go like
I think
a
you can
madman.
access this around like 40, 50.
No, you can, anyone can get to
area?
this area.
Yeah, but like the level,
Oh,
that's that area, the Dion area.
Right.
It's like level 40, 50.
yeah, there is a direct teleport to
Yeah,
get
the
here
gatekeeper,
from the
I think
gatekeeper.
will, yeah, take
So
you here
we have
for free.
this new monster arena. And you can see, oh look, Queenette's already there. Huh.
Sweet.
Oh, she shouldn't be there. I don't know why she's there.
She's there to battle you.
Yeah. She didn't like that I didn't attack her in her cave.
She's like, oh, you trying to escape me? I'm coming for you now. Mwahaha.
So arena's not open, but the system basically is like a survival system where you can have up to 40 members of your clan attack a raid boss in the clan arena, and there will be different waves that you have to go through the timer, and depending on
We
how
should
many.
do a stream where we bring in a clan and like watch them do some stuff.
I
That'd be
don't
fun.
know if that's a good idea. I don't know. Can you guys behave on a stream? I don't think so.
He doesn't trust you. He has no faith. I believe in you guys. I think you could.
I've been here
I
too
think-
long.
I've been here too long.
So-
It's true. 7 years of L2.
So there's different levels of clan raid buffs and different stages. So you can see you get special bonuses for recovery outside of combat, and you also get boosts to your XP and SP.
They're all like, he's right. They're like, no, we can't behave.
Right. They know. They know
He's
what I'm
like,
talking
I
about.
know. Yeah, so that's kind of really cool. And do you kind of know the scheduling of when people will be able to access that?
That's a good segue into our next segment about the content updates. I'm sure everyone wants to know what's going on with our content update schedule and our plans for the Classic server.
Yes, so the next segment that we're going to be going over is going to be the future of Lineage 2 Classic and how things will be released and all of that stuff, because I think a lot of people probably have questions regarding that. The first thing is going to be just generally, how often are we going to have game updates?
So for game updates, we're doing something very different from our current live service. For our live service, every 6 to 8 months, we'll get a game update from the dev team. and we'll have to localize it, test it, all the works. And then I think by that time, most players are either, you know, they're caught up, or they're just really bored because they don't have any content to play.
Jason.
I'm not being negative here, but I'm talking about for the current. But for what we're doing in the future is very different. So we're going to be tailoring our game content updates based on player progression data. So we're looking at, okay, 3/4 of the server is now, you know, level 70. Now we can drop a new update into the game every 2 to 3 months or so. So that's our current plan. Of course, if everyone's still stuck at level 10, that's another.
Well, then we have to address why are people there, right? So on our end, we're always going to, this is something we're doing anyways all the time, is looking at like where our players are, how many people have made it through content, and we're always kind of watching you. We're watching you. But in regards to this one specifically, you're going to kind of help dictate when we're going to be launching new content in regards to how many people have completed it and where you guys are in regards to that, so that we're not like adding a bunch of stuff and it's overwhelming for you.
And as I mentioned before, we're on the 1.5 content update. Many times I mentioned it, actually. I don't know why I keep bringing that up. But
it's
the
good.
actual...
You're reiterating it. You're getting it in their heads.
Yes. The actual version we're on is the latest version for the classic server. So that allows us the ability to drop in updates whenever we want. So it's very nice and something we're doing differently to address issues with content updates coming late. So that's our plan.
So let's get into the specifics now. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the PvP activities and when those would be coming and how we're going to be releasing that. So that is like castle sieges, fortress sieges, and Olympiad.
Okay, so from the start, we're not going to have castle sieges, fortress sieges, and Olympiad active. I believe when the game first launched, like the first castle siege failed and no one could get a castle. If my memory serves me correctly. But so we're going to wait and see, go back to player progression and see if players in clans are getting to that level where they can access the castle siege content.
So once you guys reach that content, we'll slowly start releasing that so you have more PvP type of things to do.
Right.
Yeah. From there, we also want to talk a little bit about clan halls and how clan halls will work. So we won't have permanent clan halls until later after launch. But we will have some provisional clan halls that will be available, and we're actually going to show you one here.
Right. So permanent clan halls can access, like I said, we're going to wait until probably a few weeks or at least a month before we introduce the permanent clan halls. So sorry, can't get it. So we're going to go to provisional clan hall. This is probably the only thing in the game right now that has an actual instance, but it's for clan halls only, and everyone in your clan can access it.
You lied to me, Jason. You said no instances.
No instances for hunting zones and raid bosses.
That's true. We were specifically talking about hunting zones.
So this is the large provisional clan hall I bought.
It's so cool. It's pretty.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you get some. If you die, you do still have the XP loss, and you can de-level. But if you were to die, you can have the option, if you're in a clan that has a provisional clan hall, to resurrect back here for less XP loss.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah. So that's kind of a cool thing that will be available, and we want to make sure that we talk to you guys about how that was going to work. But we will give you more information as we launch the permanent ones, so stay tuned for that as we move forward with the content. And of course, last but not least, we have events and how those things are going to work. The first one we're just going to talk about because it's not active in the game right now.
It's not active currently.
So we're going to have an attendance login event. So every day you log in, you will get rewards.
If you log in for 30 minutes every day, you'll get a special buff item or reward item. And we're going to run it for 5 weeks at the classic server launch. So you'll be able to actually access it by, well, pop up on your screen when you first open the game, but also there's now an attendance check button in the general menu. Of course, it doesn't work, but...
It doesn't work on our build right now, but yeah.
It'll
will work for you.
It will work, don't worry.
knock on wood. No, I'm just
Yes,
kidding.
lots of wood knocking.
But yeah, so that is going to be like a simple, just little gift for you guys for coming in and hopping in and playing for 30 minutes on the Classic server. So please do so. And it'll be running for 5 weeks. So even if you aren't able to get in right at the first week there, it does give you a little bit of time to access it and get the cool reward. And moving on from that, we will talk a little bit about memorable raid event.
So we have.
We're going to show the NPCs potentially.
I don't think we can show them
okay.
right now. But they're going to be. We're going to have 5 raid bosses that you can fight in parties or solo around certain hunting zones, like Ruins of Despair, and they're going to be really big. So after you defeat them, you'll get a special buff. Now, this buff gives you 10% to P attack and M attack. After that buff wears off, after 10 minutes, you get a special loot box. And then you can get weapons, armor, and crafting materials. And it's free. You don't have to pay for anything. It's a free event. It's also going to last 5 weeks from the start of launch.
And I do see some questions coming in here about teleporting and the cost of teleporting.
There won't be free teleports. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe on the live service we'll have free teleports, but not on the Classic server. Yeah.
It's got to be hardcore, man.
It's hardcore. There's no auction house or auction broker either. Private stores, dwarven workshops, the usual.
All right. And of course, let's talk a little bit about future events. So you guys know that during the holidays, we usually tend to do lots of different events and things of that sort. That's not going to stop. We're still going to do that, not only for our live servers that we currently have right now, but once our Classic servers launch, we will also be doing some really cool things for our Classic servers. So you won't miss out on any of the fun festivities. And we'll always keep you guys updated on when that stuff's happening. You can follow us on all of our social platforms, as well as if you just hop over to our website every once in a while, we'll always let you guys know what's going on and what will be coming along the way. And I think we're going to start using a hashtag specifically for Classic so that you guys know when something's Classic related or not. If you're one of those people that enjoys the social media stuff, website-wise, you should always know what's coming to which game.
I see a few questions about multi-boxing. So I've addressed this before, but we'll have up to 3 max clients for the Classic server. It's the same as our live server now. Let's see, Catacombs. So there will be 2 Catacombs available for level 65, and I think 71. No, not 71. Level 65. Let me see if there's any other questions. You guys got like a few minutes. Come on, pet shots, I mentioned they're there.
We talked a little bit about that. That question has come up multiple times, but I'm like, we already addressed it. So.
Yeah.
So people are wondering if they can have 3 live and 3 Classic.
No.
No.
You can't do
I would
that.
assume it would just be
You
like
can't do that.
Because remember that the client is going to be the same, you're just picking a different server. So keep that in mind when you're playing the game. And then the song, dance stuff people have been asking about. Dance song time.
Well, it's going to be in the patch notes, so I'll post it.
Yeah, we're still working out some of the details, so keep that in mind that we're going to have patch notes available to you guys and gals and pals.
No Ancient Adina, no Seal Stones, Zakin, Biome. They're not going to be in the game for 1.5 content.
And I think we're going to let you guys know about zones, time zones for the servers as well.
Right, so
we'll
we
talk
have
about that later.
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
Yeah. So I think that kind of wraps it up for our patch preview. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been amazing. So thank you so much for all of you. This makes it so that our bosses will let's do more streams. So thank you for tuning in, and we hope that you enjoyed this and that you'll come join us next week. We'll give more information about what time that will be, but it will probably be Friday at 11 a.m. PDT if you want to come hang out with us. We're actually going to be hopping into Classic. We'll be playing along with you all and just having a really fun time. So I hope you guys enjoy. We're also going to be doing some fun events with rewards.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll want to come check it out. So I guess we'll wrap things up. You guys can follow us at Lineage 2 in all the places. They're a little bit different. So Facebook is Lineage 2, Twitter is Lineage 2, and you can go on our website at lineage2.com, as well as this will be up on our YouTube channel. We've actually been streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So thank you for everybody who has been joining us and watching along. We hope that you have been enjoying our stream. And that'll be over at Lineage 2 US on YouTube if you want to subscribe to that and relive the moments. Go back and check something that we talked about. If you you have questions or anything like that, because I know we're going through things fast, and you all are asking questions about stuff that we already covered earlier, but we hope that we covered a majority of the things that you guys are curious about. And of course, last but not least, if you're watching here on Twitch, give us a follow here at Lineage 2 US. We will be doing some more streams, and we hope that you enjoyed it. Don't worry about following me, but if you want to, I'm Margaret Crone, and it's super easy to find me. I am the online video and media content manager for all of NCSoft Games. And of course, this is the man that you actually care about, Jason Lieberman.
Juji, yes. You can contact me on the forums as well if you have any questions. And I think that's it.
Yeah, don't.
I'm going to throw this.
No, why? He keeps trying to murder them. All right, see you guys. I'm going to go save them all.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. No. Oh, não.
Bom, pessoal, tô parando a live por aqui. Obrigado pela galera que tá aí, que compareceu, chegou junto, comentou. Muito obrigado pela galera que deixou o superchat aí. Deus abençoe a todos. E eu vou deixar uma postagem daqui a pouco lá na página do Massivo no Facebook, para ver se a gente faz uma live aí, chamando todo mundo para conversar, para bater papo, para ser uma... Enfim, todos os líderes de clãs possam fazer envites aí ao vivo pra galera. E quem a galera gostar mais, se sentir mais identificado, a galera chega lá, manda as suas fichas técnicas aí, as suas fichas técnicas, para poder entrar nos clãs. Eu acho que isso foi uma coisa que ninguém nunca fez. Eu acho que qualquer coisa que você faça a nível de ajudar e agregar para a comunidade do L2 é legal. Então, galera, amanhã eu tô vendo a live. Eu vou fazer uma postagem explicando tudo direitinho lá na página do Massivo no Facebook. Para quem fica até amanhã, a live com certeza vai ser sábado à noite. Falou, pessoal? Grande abraço, valeu e até mais.